Welcome to Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Racing Tournament number 7. We have 10 debuting trucks here. We are going to get started. Let's have a look at our course. So our course, we're going to come down over this huge jump, over the Hot Wheels cars, and into the finish. Remember, you don't need to completely pass it. You just have to be under it. Well, past these bricks right here. That's the key. So it's not who goes further. It's the fastest this time. Remember that. But anyway, we're gonna get it started. First up is 4-Wheel Hive versus Bigfoot. And 4-Wheel Hive will take the win, crashing at the finish line. Bigfoot shows off, but he had to go under there. Well, that's a nice wheelie, but 4-Wheel Hive will move on. Next up is the first out of the 10 debuting trucks, Bone Shaker Evil Goblin. He will take it on Loco Punk. And Bone Shaker Evil Goblin will take the win on his debut, and he will go to the next round. Loco Punk does not, well, he got under the brick, but did not get there as fast as Bone Shaker Evil Goblin did. So Bone Shaker Evil Goblin will take the win. Next up is Hot Wheels Racing number 3 versus the $7 Charger RT with the orange painting this time. And the $70 Charger RT will take the win and beat the runner-up from Hot Wheels Racing Tournament number 6. Next up is the second out of the 10 debuting trucks, Abysmal. He'll be taking on V8 Bomber. And V8 Bomber is under the brick. He's right by the brick, so he will take the win. And Abysmal, man, he got a little squirmy. It's a city truck, so he just couldn't land it. Next up is Demo Derby. And the third out of the 10 debuting trucks, it's 5 Alarm's new look. 5 Alarm, black and white. And 5 Alarm, black and white, will stay on his wheels the whole entire time. But Demo Derby did also go under. I'm going to check the replay real quick. After I checked the replay, 5 Alarm did in fact win, and Demo Derby got caught up on the crush cars. And 5 Alarm will move on. Next up is the 4 out of the 10 debuting trucks, Piranha. He'll be taking on Hot Wheels Safari. And Hot Wheels Safari will eliminate Piranha. Almost saves the truck, but will still take the win. What a race. Next up is Psychedelic versus All Fried Up. And All Fried Up will take the win in style in a wheelie, just ahead of Psychedelic, who gets stopped by the Hot Wheels cars and on his hood. He had a psychedelic trip, didn't he? All Fried Up will take the win. Next up is Sriracha versus the 5th out of the 10 debuting trucks, Hound Holler. Oh, what a race! I think Sriracha is just a bit closer to the bricks than Hound Holler, and just barely I'm going to scoot him over. He is under the brick, and Hound Holler is not. Wait. Look at that. He was so close. Look how close that is. Sriracha will take the win. Hang on, I've actually been mistaken. Hound Holler was actually ahead of Sriracha. I got on the jump, front flipped. He actually got under right here, while Sriracha was right here, and then he fell back, and then Sriracha got under. But it's the first one to get under, and Honthaler is actually going to move on. So that is crazy. Next up is El Superfasto versus the 6 out of the 10 debuting trucks, Ringmaster. Oh, what a race! I think El Superfasto won. I'm gonna check the replay because I have no clue who won that. So after checking the replay, El Superfasto did win. He front flipped right here and then got caught on this. And then Ringmaster came up in a wheelie, and then El Superfasto bumped him, and then that's how he fell in. So El Superfasto will move on. Next up is the 7th out of the 10 debuting trucks, Hissy Fit. He'll be taking on Hot Wheels Racing number 1. And Hot Wheels Racing number 1 will take the win. And Hissy Fit just misses the Hot Wheels cars, lands outside of them. Hot Wheels Racing number 1 will take the win. Next up is A51 Patrol versus the 8th out of the 10 debuting trucks, Volkswagen Drag Bus. And the Volkswagen Drag Bus, I think he front flipped into the finish. That was crazy. And A51 Patrol veers off to the left. Volkswagen Drag Bus will take the win. Next up is Category 5 versus the 9th out of the 10 debuting trucks, Tiger Shark. It's the battle of the water-based trucks. And Tiger Shark will win on his debut, while Category 5 does not even make it to the cars. Tiger Shark will take the win. Next up is Leopard Shark versus Test Subject, making its Hot Wheels Sponsored Trucks Racing Tournament return, because he was replaced with Invader. And Test Subject will beat the 2-time champion. Wow, what an upset. Test Subject is back, and he is going to do well here. He will take the win and go to round 2. Next up is Milk Monster versus the 10th out of the 10 debuting trucks, Donkey Kong. Oh, what a race! Milk Monster will take the win, and Donkey Kong does not quite get to the bricks. He gets caught up on one of the Hot Wheels cars, and Milk Monster will take the win. Next up is Dairy Delivery versus All Beefed Up. And All Beefed Up will take the win, while Dairy Delivery misses the Hot Wheels cars. All Beefed Up takes the win and goes on to the next round. And the final race of round number 1 is the one-time champion Hotweiler versus Invader, who debuted last tournament. And Invader will take the win, while Hotweiler dodges all of this and almost hits the wall. You're not supposed to do that, Hotweiler. Bad boy. You are bad. Invader will take the win. Alrighty, folks. Here we are in round number 2. And we have 5 out of the 10 debuting trucks going to the next round. So half of them have been eliminated, half of them are still in. And we're going to kick it off with 4-Wheel Hive versus Bone Shaker Evil Goblin. And Bone Shaker Evil Goblin will take the win, crashing. But in 4-Wheel Hive got caught up on the Hot Wheels cars and he finished, but not as fast as Bone Shaker Evil Goblin. He will take the win and move on. Next up is the 70 Dodge Charger RT versus V8 Bomber. And V8 Bomber will take the win as the 70 Dodge Charger RT gets stuck on the ramp. V8 Bomber will go to the quarterfinals. Next up is 5 Alarm with the new paint job taking on Hot Wheels Safari. And it's weird because Hot Wheels Safari and 5 Alarm both kind of have like, he's got like zebras right there and he's got zebra decals. So let's see, this is going to be interesting. And 5 Alarm will take the win on his debut. Going even further, he will move on, and Hot Wheels Safari does cross the finish line, but not as soon as 5 Alarm. 5 Alarm moves on. Next up is All Fried Up versus Hound Holler on his debut. And Hound Holler will take the win, and All Fried Up crashes into the racing course. Hound Holler will take the win, and All Fried Up completely missed the cars. Came off the ramp over here, and he just, yeah. Hound Holler will take the win. Next up is Alice Superfasto versus Hot Wheels Racing number 1. And, ooh, I don't know who won that. I'm going to check the replay. I think Alice Superfasto had the lead by Hot Wheels Racing number 1. I don't know. I'm going to check the replay. So after I check the replay, Hot Wheels Race number 1 has won. You see what happened was El Superfasto. He had the lead, then he front flipped, and while he was upside down like this, Hot Wheels Race number 1 landed on his wheels, and El Superfasto was like this, and he just got through before him. So Hot Wheels Racing number 1 is your winner. Next up is Volkswagen Dragobus versus Tiger Shark. Both on their debut. Oh, well, Volkswagen Dragobus did finish. I don't know about Tiger Shark. So I'm going to give it to the Volkswagen Dragobus because he did. Next up is Milk Monster versus Test Subject. Oh! Did he pass it? I think Test Subject got in there. Let me take this off. Oh, yeah. Test Subject will take the win. Test Subject moves on. Milk Monster almost got there, but not enough. Milk Monster is out. And his chances of winning have been spoiled by Test Subject. So Test Subject will take the win and move on. And the final race of round number 2 is All Beefed Up versus Invader. And All Beefed Up will take the win. What a race. And Invader got stuck in the Hot Wheels car's pit. All Beefed Up will move on. Alright guys, here we are in the quarterfinals. We're going to kick the quarterfinals off with Bone Shaker Evil Goblin and V8 Bomber. And Bone Shaker Evil Goblin will take the win. Trying to save his truck, but falls over once again. And V8 Bomber can't get on the ramp and crashes. Bone Shaker Evil Goblin will go to the semifinals. Next up is 5 Alarm versus Hound Holler. Both trucks are now on their debut, so let's see how they do. And Hound Holler! I think he's officially became a favorite to win this. So 2 debuting trucks are going to the semifinals so far. And Hound Holler falls on the ramp. 5 Alarm Black and White moves on. Next up is Hot Wheels Racing number 1 versus Volkswagen Dragobus. And Hot Wheels Racing number 1 will take the win in the front flip. And Volkswagen Dragobus on his hood. Hot Wheels Racing number 1 goes to the semifinals. And the final race of the quarterfinals is All Beefed Up versus Test Subject. And All Beefed Up sends Test Subject back to the lab as Test Subject has crashed. And All Beefed Up, I think he front flipped into the finish line. I'll have to check the replay, but he will move on. And he will go to the semifinals. Alright guys, here we are in the semifinals. We have Bone Shaker Evil Goblin, 5 Alarm Black and White, Hot Wheels Racing number 1, and All Beefed Up. And we have two debuting trucks here in the semifinals, these two right here. And this will be the first time we will ever have a debuting truck in the finals. So, here we go with our first race. We're going to start it off with Bone Shaker, Evil Goblin, and 5 Alarm. Who will go to the finals? Oh! And 5 Alarm will take the win as Bone Shaker, Evil Goblin gets stuck on the Hot Wheels cars. 5 Alarm will go to the finals on his debut. Who will meet by 5 Alarm Black and White in the finals? All Beefed Up or Hot Wheels Racing #1? And Hot Wheels Racing #1 will take the win as All Beefed Up flips over in the Hot Wheels car pit. And Hot Wheels Racing #1 is going to the finals. This is going to be a good one. Alrighty, folks, here we are in our final match. We have 5 Alarm Black and White on his debut here in the finals. And we have Hot Wheels Racing #1, who is already a one-time champion. And just like Leopard Shark, he's a 2-time champion. So he will get a bye in the Champions Tournament. And if Hot Wheels Racing #1 wins this, he will get a bye in the Champions Tournament. And who will win? We will find out now. The winner of Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Racing Tournament #7 is none other than 5 Alarm on his debut. 5 Alarm Black and White, my newest truck, is your winner. And Hot Wheels Racing #1 does cross it, but does not get there before 5 Alarm. And 5 Alarm will win on his debut. That's the first time anything like that has ever happened here on Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Racing Tournament. So, he has a spot in the Champions Tournament. This is crazy. Well, thank you guys for watching. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.